Objective 19. Compare and contrast the four major types of stem diversity and provide an example of each. Well, first of all, you've got some above ground vertical stems called stolons. If they're horizontal, they send out little shoots or runners, and you see this with your strawberry plants. And everywhere the nodes touch the ground, there's a new plant that grows. Rhizomes are underground horizontal stems, and this you'd find in your irises and your grasses, and they contribute to asexual reproduction. The variations of that would be your tubers that are in large, and they are for food storage like potatoes, and your corms. This would be the bulbs that they're underground stems, and they make new plants each season. So in addition to stolons and rhizomes and the tubers and the corms, you have the above ground vertical stems that just grow straight up that we're most familiar with. And there you can see all of them. Now looking at the leaves, and you'll have a lab on your leaves, you have an upper and a lower epidermis, and you have the waxy cuticle to help it retain water, and those protective hairs on some of them that secrete these irritating substances to keep them from being eaten, called trichomes. And then the lower epidermis has the openings, the stomata, for gas exchange. The body of the leaf is called mesophyll, and eudicot leaves have palisade mesophyll and then spongy mesophyll. And the spongy mesophyll has a lot of air spaces in it to increase the surface area for gas exchange. And you're going to find a lot of chloroplast in leaves. This looks very similar to what you're going to be looking at in your lab when you do your leaf. But you can see there, you've got your upper epidermis with the cuticle, and you see the root hair, or the trichomes there in this case, not root hairs, but trichomes. Then you've got this palisade mesophyll, and then the spongy mesophyll with the air spaces. The lower epidermis with the cuticle, and it has the openings, the stomata, or stoma is plural, for the carbon dioxide to go in and the oxygen to come out. The veins of the leaf contain the vascular tissue, the xylem and the phloem.